Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. I just had to remember who we were. And yes, I can't even find on Discord. I'm going all over the place trying to find the MTCC thing, and I can't find it. I'm sorry, I don't know. It was in sign up, I thought. Is it in open lobbies? No. Sign up here. Oh, there you go, MC. I found it now. So here we go. We're on GT7 again. I heard Matt Psycho in his Nissan going around a corner and getting that lovely little squeak like a mouse. Eek, 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 eek. So, yeah, the game's still bloody annoying. It's not got... I mean, the cars aren't bouncing anymore, but I mean, eek, 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 when they go around the corner. Here we are for a little dabble with the Group 4 cars, the Manufacturing Touring Car Championship. And Matt Psycho out there at the moment in his Nissan, and looking very reminiscent of, what was it, the late 90s? I actually saw that car win the championship at Silverstone with Homesick Alien. With Reed, I think. Anthony Reed, I can't remember his teammate. So Homesick Alien's asking if we're ready. We're going to have 3 short races around Laguna Seca in the Group 4 cars. And you can see a Beamer there, Digital Blasphemy. Looks like a Subaru if I had to really, really get tied down for a remark. So I have got it. Somewhere they have written down what they're going to be in. So I can't tell you what they're in when I get there. Let me let Homesick Alien know that I am ready. As ready as I'm gonna be. So yeah, it's just a fun, loosey-goosey night in the Group 4s. No championships. Just Mama Homesick in the chat saying evening thingy. All okay with you? Oh yes, everything's tiggity boo. Thank you for asking. So Jokus on my list. He's in a Hyundai, a Genesis. In the beginning, there was Hyundai, and he just got right in the way of... Oh, Koikarp's livery's not showing up, and I know he takes a lot of care and attention over his livery, so he's going to be disappointed that that bad boy's not loaded up properly. The Baz, oh, he's got himself a little VRC livery. Sneaky. He's in a Nissan Silver as well as Matt Psycho. Oh. Okie dokie then. Oh, straight into a race. That was qualifying, by the way. And here we go. 8 o'clock on the sharp. We're on the grid. And Matt Psycho on pole with Digital Blasphemy alongside him. Homesick Alien third. Lil Jim is in fourth. The newcomer, Mr. C. Reese, also new to the unit. And what's going on? Oh, God, what's gone off here? Hang on. It's done something wacky. I'll have to go back in and spectate. There we go. And Digital Blasphemy and Homesick Alien having cracking starts. Not that we saw it, because this game sucks balls. So Digital Blasphemy then, just ahead of Matt Psycho, but Matt Psycho the pole sitter. And we've got Homesick Alien there in an Alfa Romeo looking absolutely delicious, but it's Digital Blasphemy that's leading this 15-minute race. They're on the racing softs. And Matt Psycho not getting through that corner as fast as Digital Blasphemy. Then we got Homesick Alien in third. Then newcomer to the group, Lil Jim. And he's sitting in a nice 4th place at the moment in the Audi, followed by Joker. Oh, Jokas, sorry. He's going for a move on Lil Jim on the inside. It's a brave move, Lil Jim. He's held on to it. And it's a cracker from Lil Jim there, taking the full force of Joker's going for a move. And now on the outside, we've got Noxie in the Beamer having a look. Nearly 3 wide in the corkscrew. Is crazy. Joker's gets through, but he makes a hash of it. Noxie's spinning around. Oh, like he's a bad 80s record. And Matt Psycho in second, Homesick third. Lil Jim survives all of that with fourth. And there is the Joker's Hyundai swinging like a pendulum. But he gathers her up and he cracks on there. With the Baz now in 6th in his Nissan. Mr. C. Reese dropping down in the Audi with Alpha Nut in 8th. Koikarp is in 9th, and Noxie's left, unfortunately. So Digital Blasphemy, and there goes Matt Psycho, a move on the leader up the inside, and he makes it look rather easy as Digital Blasphemy chases after him, and Homesick Alien gets an absolute delicious view of that battle ahead, and Digital Blasphemy looking a little wide, coming out the corner in his Subaru, and Homesick Alien is right on his tail now, and he's going for a move on the Digi, and Noxie's back in the room again, and there we see around the outside, but he just can't do it. He's switching to the inside. And a tough battle up there between... I was on the right camera, sorry. The tough battle out there with the top three. Then Lil Jim is in it on the Audi, and he's doing a beautiful race there, car 41. Joker's chasing him down in fifth in the Hyundai. How he survived that swinging back end, I do not know. Mr. Series is up now into sixth place. The Brewdog Audi absolutely loving it here at Laguna Seca. He's chasing down Jokers as Jokers kicks up a lot of dust, and fifth place is in Mr. Series' grips. But there you the Hyundai again kicking up dust. Jokers driving that car on the raggedy edge with Mr. C. Reese in sixth, chasing down. He's gone wide in a very slow corner, and that means Mr. C. Reese can say, "See you later, alligator." And that is the Audi up into fifth. And Jokers now has it all to do, but that Hyundai does seem rather fast, rather swift, and he might be able to get himself back ahead of Mr. C. Reese. And there we got Alpha Nuts. You know, I was kind of hoping he was going to take the Alpha, but he's gone with an Audi, and he's looking... Oh, now he's having a move on the Hyundai of... Oh, he's taken a twofer as Mr. C. Reese goes very wide, and Jokers goes through as well, and oh, Mr. C. Reese dropping down behind Barry Twins now. Barry Twins in seventh in the Nissan, and we've got a whole clump of cars here as Koikap up into sixth behind Jokers, and Alphanut with that double pass. Superb stuff. Leads this pack around, and it is tight down in the field. Lil Jim then in ninth place behind Mr. C. Reese, and up ahead we've got Koikap under. He's going for a move, is he, on Jokers. Jokers now dropping behind Barry Twins and Koi, and Alpha not 8 seconds behind Homesick, who's just lost the Alpha. Coming has dropped back from Matt Psycho, who is flying in his Nissan right now, and the Bazza's off as well, and Laguna Seca is really taking its toll on some of our drivers out there. Lil Jim and Mr. C. Reese, the new boys, are doing a stand-up job chasing down Koikap, who's having himself a little battle with Jokers at the moment, and Koi trying for the outside there. Now dipping it up to the inside, trying to get his car in the perfect position to get one on Jokers. Just ahead of Jokers, you see Alphanut in his fourth place. Homesick Alien then didn't lose a position to Alpha. He got back on the track, and we will look at the distance between himself and Alpha. And now Koikap under threat from Mr. C. Reese. We saw he was like 4th or 5th earlier in the race. Mr. C. Reese thinks better of it, back out the car with the battling that we've got going on behind Koi as well. The two Audis coming across, what's that, Nissan, and Jokers again kicking up a bit of dust, putting himself under threat, and Koikap moving up into 5th. Mr. C. Reese following him through, but they're side by side going into the corkscrew, and my words, that Mr. C. Reese had to lift out of that because Jokers was like a tornado, and he's got to give the positions back, but my words, that was some driving. And Lil Jim, where is Mr. C. Reese? There he is, sitting back in disbelief, I'm sure, and Jokers then losing a position to a Lil Jim. Maybe he forgot which Audi he just cut across the bow of. No, they're racing it on. Koikap then in 5th place with Alphanut. And who's that off the road? Again, Homesick Alien. And he's lost his 2nd place to Alpha. How ironic that Homesick Alien's Alpha has lost a position to Alpha Nut. And now they're going to race on as Digital Blasphemy some 3 seconds behind Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho reeling off those fastest laps one after another, and no one can get close. There's no one else in the 27s at the moment. And Homesick Alien in fourth, chasing around Alpha Nut. Koikap in fifth, with no threat from behind, but the only threat of him is himself, and he's going all sorts of wigglies. And that will give Jokers an opportunity to get a move done up the inside, and now Jokers back up into fifth with Koikap in sixth, but Mr. C. Reese, no, Lil Jim, sorry, has followed Jokers through. And Koikap will be under threat from the other Audi. 3 Audis I've counted in this race at the moment, and they're doing a superb job with the Baz struggling in the Nissan. He had that one off, really. He's not struggling, in all fairness. Although he's only getting 31s at best out of it, with Matt Psycho smashing out those 27s. And that is pretty spectacular, what Matt Psycho's doing. I think it's Bop with no tuning. So I don't believe... I mean, this is PD's Bop, if there's anything different between the cars. Muddy said, I'm running the same livery as Matt. No, you're not. You're just yellow, I'm afraid. And Bandit says, good evening. Hello. So, Matt Psycho running a beautiful looking old British touring car livery out there, with Digital Blasphemy chasing him down in the Subaru. 4 seconds now. That Subaru is just not living with the Nissan, it would seem. Alpha Nut still under threat from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien excuse me, getting the move done on Alpha Nut coming out of the corner. Alpha Nut looking like he had a little jiggle on, and Alpha Nut's front tyres are looking absolutely spent. How's Homesick's? Homesick's not too bad. Matt Psycho's not too bad. It's that Audi, it's that front wheel drive. He's absolutely tearing the front tyres to sunder. And Jokers, he's not so bad. Behind him, he's got Lil Jim's just got the move done on Koi. Koi's tyres not too bad. Lil Jim's not... They are pretty bad, though, those front tyres. But the tyres do work out a lot differently in GT7. They still maintain grip, even when they're pretty torn. So I say they're pretty torn up, but they might be just in the sweet spot. But at the moment, we are 9 minutes into this 15-minute race. And that's 8th place for Mr. Series is unfortunate. It's not. He was there with Jokers. He lifted heavily because Jokers had he went on a magical mystery tour through the corkscrew, and a very weird, strange racing line. And Mr. Series would be in that position. He had to lift heavily for that and avoid an accident. So fair play to him. And he's coming on strong now with Lil Jim as Koikab gets a move done. And is it that tyre wear on the Audis? Is that what they're struggling with at the moment? Barry Twins, some 11 seconds behind, but he's got a 29 now out of his Nissan. Matt Psycho still planting down 27s at the moment. And tyre wear isn't an issue for him whatsoever with Digital Blasphemy with a spin, but he's got 12 seconds in hand. And he can afford to lose. Ooh, I say 12, but it's down to 4.5 seconds. Still 5 minutes of racing. And Digital Blasphemy can't afford to have another one of those, as Homesick Aliens has left Alpha Nut behind. Oh, Alpha's tyres are woeful. And even Jokers now catching up Alpha Nut. Koi Carp as well. And I think Lil Jim and Mr. C. Reese are struggling with the same thing. The Audi... It looks competitive, but its tyre wear is stunningly bad. So Matt Psycho, I think at the end of this race they should allow the Audi boys to change their car if they wish to, because that's unfathomable, isn't it? That tyre wear, look at it, it's just gone next to everyone around them. They can't keep a race in there, can they? Noxie saying, well, great start, got kicked out of the room. Oh no, sorry Noxie, no, I don't think it was personal. And Alpha Nut then fighting with his tyres more than anything else to try and keep Jokers and Koikar behind. Lil Jim also and Mr. C. Reese have got that tyre woe in the Audi as Barry Twins tries to sling his Nissan around as fast as he can to try and catch up with the newcomers. And there's, what was that, a massive off somewhere, was it? No. Oh, Jokers has dropped down, has he? No, Alpha's still there. Oh, Alpha, he's He's defending so well. It's all the cars are starting to close up. But Joker's there trying to push up the inside. Oh no, the outside. Now he's on the inside. And Joker's gets through the corkscrew this time. And Alpha not losing that spot, but his tyres are so woeful. There's a yellow flag ahead. Who is that? Digital Blasphemy again off the road. And now Homesick Alien's up into second. And the rest of the field is driving past the Subaru, the stricken Subaru. And he gets back on the road, but down the field somewhat. And is that tyres? For Digital Blasphemy, his tyres look okay. I'm not sure if he's just driving that car beyond its capacity, but his tyres are okay. And Barry Twins might see a car before the end of the race. Matt Psycho, a 20-second lead in that Nissan, with Homesick Alien in second in the Alfa Romeo. Jokers, Jokers and Homesick Alphanut had a massive off there. No grip in the corner whatsoever for poor Alphanut. And those tyres are spent, I'm afraid. And Jokers is looking like he's going to get a podium in his Hyundai. And Koi Carp then under threat from Lil Jim. And whatever little grip he's got in the front of that car, he is trying to apply it against the Nissan ahead of him. But Koi Carp, a wily driver. Oh no, that's not my button. A wily driver knows. And Lil Jim a little wide going into the very fast right left-hander. Finds himself going a little wide, and Mr. C. Reese gets the position, and Alphanut also getting that position away from Lil Jim. And Digital Blasphemy driving this one home. We've still got a minute and a half of racing, and there it is. Bazza gets to see someone. Slow down, Baz. And Barry Twins then gets to race someone to the end of this race, and that is superb. Right then, what's going on then? So Matt Psycho, 22.5 seconds. He's looked after his tyres lovely in that Nissan, and he has just put this one into the back of the net, and he smashed it. With Homesick Alien in second place, dropped a position or two from an off, but he's gained it all back. He's gathered her up, and he's taken this race. Now he's getting purples. Beautiful. Jokers in the Hyundai. He's had an up and down race now. His tyres are starting to look a little bit tetchy at the front, and the Koi Carp is catching him up. Koi Carp still got tyres left. That Nissan really does look after its tyres nicely. Mr. C. Reese is in 5th place. Alphanut is in 6th. Alpha's tyres pretty much spent. There's a little bit more in C. Reese yet. Lil Jim, he's under threat from Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy finding his feet, and he's giving Lil Jim the once over. He's a tough racer, Lil Jim. Is Digital Blasphemy. He's a tough guy to race with. So, and Bazza catching up as well. Them Audi's tyres are absolutely done, aren't they? So Matt Psycho, 24 seconds. That Nissan is lovely. It must be a dream to drive. He's just stroking her around. As the flag comes out, Homesick Alien is going to be the first to cross the line, I believe, in second place in his Alpha. And there he goes, second place for Homesick, and Jokers is just about to keep that podium from Koi Carp, and it is Jokers. Take a boo, my son, with Koi Carp coming home in 4th. Mr. C. Reese on his debut in 5th. Great stuff. Alphanut trying to get that Audi to the end with those tyres fully gone, 6th. Digital Blasphemy gets that 7th from Lil Jim. Lil Jim at home 8th, just ahead of Barry Twins, and Lil Jim had no tyres left either. Unbelievable stuff. And Matt Psycho gets to do a glory lap. Oh, glory days. In the chat, Pat saying, message from the Audi drivers, Bono, the tyres are gone. My word, they are. They've got to nerf the Audi, haven't they? They've got to say to the Audi boys, do you want to go and grab another cheap Group 4 car? Because that's no good. So Matt Psycho then brings her home in 1st place. It doesn't really matter what anyone else is driving, as long as Matt's in the Nissan. I thought Racer Brown was going to come here. He would have beat Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm joking. Well done, Matt. Great win. Superb stuff. And now I'm going to get to see you're behind when the game ends. I don't know. What's the time, Ruse? Are we waiting for me? I'm not going to cross the line. So, I don't know. I don't know what the wait is. We could be here. Oh, no, I think do I have to leave? Have I missed his bum? Oh, I've missed his bum. They always stand there looking all glorified. That's so weird. This game's so weird, it makes no rhyme or sense. Like, at the beginning of the game, it usually puts you in car. It puts you in the car at the beginning of the race, so you have to quit out to watch. And then this game, it put me in the bushes, so I had to quit out to watch. And at the end of the race, sometimes you go to the screen where they all get to see Matt Psycho's behind, and that one didn't. It just carried on. That's so weird. So weird. It's unexplained. And Matt Psycho saying he loves this car. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Have they all finished? Have they see that it's not even in the chat saying that they've come back saying all the lovelies? I reckon the game's stuck. I reckon they're still going round. Are they really still going round? Or am I stuck? Do I have to leave the lobby and come back in? That's amazing. Shall we just do a whole stream of these guys just driving around slowly? Right, what I'll do, because it's either me stuck or they're stuck. But if I exit and come back in, where's he saying? Matt Psycho saying, but it's such a pretty behind thingy. It is. I was looking forward to it. And he says 20 seconds. Still getting used to the wheel on GT7. Lying used to it handful of times, says Coy. Matt Psycho saying 10 seconds. Oh, they are still going around. Hang on. Don't show his bum yet. Oh, it has. Oh, sorry, I've missed it all. Buggery now. Oh, it had a long ending. See, I got all impatient, didn't I? Gutted. I missed it. You'll have to win the next one so I can see it. 10. Pat saying hasn't done that yet, I don't think. When the driver exits the lobby, it puts the spectator into the race. Then the timer keeps running until the end of those minutes the times runs to. Homesick saying, not you. And Matt Psycho says, wait. Yeah, well, but the last time we did one of these, Lil James saying my front tyres were finished. Audi sucks, man. You've got to change those Audis. Got to nerf the Audis. Get those Audis out of here. Go and get another Group 4 car if you've got some money. You can use real money if you want. Pat saying the expression, oh, burn, has never been more appropriate. What? Oh, bum. Sorry. I've not got my glasses, so I'm struggling with that. I do apologise. It was a rush, as usual, to get involved in this. So, what was I saying? That was a beautiful race. And let's see if I can remember the finishing order. It was Matt Psycho. Then it was Homesick Alien. Then in third, we had Jokers, just ahead of Koi Cup. In fourth, then I think we had Mr. C. Reese, was it, in fifth, with Alpha Nut in sixth. Digital Blast Me in seventh. I can't remember. That's just be ridiculous, me trying to remember. Homesick saying a race to 8:30. Ooh, should I nip out? It's a bit early, isn't it? We've got 3 races. I could just nip out for a short while and then come back again. I mean, a shorter while than I usually would. No one's going around yet. Tyres of death on last lap. Will they force Homesick into taking that tyre wear down a notch? It's got 3 mins. Yeah, see, I did the other night, all week, T7, I did a race, and his lead lap. It finished halfway around the track, so... I don't know. It's so bizarre. But yeah, tyre wear is something they're going to have a look into. And I shall return in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I promise you. No one's driving around. All there is for me to natter. But they're not rushing off to change those Alphas, and I would. If I was one of them Alpha drivers, I'd be out of the lobby and picking another car. Even if they didn't have a good livery on it, so what? It's not worth it. Your last 2 laps, you can't do anything. Your last 2 laps, your tyres are spent. And that was for all of the Audi drivers. Alfa, I know, he caresses a car. He looks after a beautiful car. So I don't think tyre wear he is just an Audi thing. That's like I said, tyres are fine. Not on the Audi, they're not. They were on the Nissan. They were beautiful on the Nissan. But the Audis, they were full red at the end of that. Right, I shall return very soon, and we'll see if the Audi drivers get rid of their Audis or if they stick with them.
All right. Welcome back to the greatest show on earth, ladies and gentlemen. We're cruising through the night in our Group 4 chariots, taking this show all the way to America and giving it a blast around Laguna Salm out of it. Right, I tried, look, that was a lot of effort. Right, Pat in the chat chat in the Pat has pointed out there is a real chance of confusion here. When I was talking about who's the Audis I was talking about with tyre wear is too bad and needs to go. Now I think the confusion was Alfa Nut is driving a Audi, and I think I was talking about Alfa driving the Audi because I'm lazy and I shortened his name from Alfa Nut to Alfa, and
there was confusion of where the tyre wear and what car. So from henceforth, I think Alpha Nut shall now be known as the Nut. Oh, he's in an Alpha now, see? So he's got sensible. He's thought, screw the Audi, that sucked. Mr. C. Reese? No, man, no. Drop the Audi, Mr. C. Reese. It's no good. Lil Jim. Do you think I should say in the chat they can change car if they want? This track is harassing me. You are absolutely right at thingy. There you go. I'm going to put a little message, just in case, to Mr. C. Reese and Lil Jim. Say they can change car if they want. Oh, they. It's you. Change. This is great for the stream. How are you guys doing? Listening, watching me type like a chicken. You can change car if you want to. That's probably not part of the rules. I'll probably get told off for that, but hell, to hell with it. I'm a rebel. And that Audi is on drive. I mean, that Audi's no good. In the last lap or two, it's tyres. And they're pad users, I believe. So that's even worse for tyre wear. So it's down to them. It's their call. But, I mean, the Audi's tyres were woeful by the end of that. But they might not have another Group 4 car. They might be like me and play, oh no, he's just said ready. Well, they're not going off to change the cars, are they? So maybe they're quite happy with the Audis. Jokers, you... why? Bazza, good on you, lads. Taking roll call here. We've got 2 new people here. We've got to teach them that it's R to start. R to start. R to start. So, oh, look, they've gone into the pits now. They're going to go and change their car now. We're readying up. I left it too late. Oh no, they might be just changing their tyres. Mr. Psycho and Coy's at it. Well, right. Well, we'll see who has the power here, because I have the mic. I have comms. Matt Psycho saying use the Nissan to Baz. He was using the Nissan. Or maybe he's telling the new lads to get themselves out into the Nissans. Matt Psycho, why? Is it because Skyjacker's not here and you feel like you have to carry it? I don't know. I say we go back to GT Sport. I reckon we should do the last race. And the new guy's doing wise. Skyjacker! You will pay for this. I'm drinking my coffee and calming down. So that's all I can do in this situation. I will not rise to it anymore. It's get the race started, homesick. It's humiliating is what it is. They're just taking the bloody urine, but with a P. There you go then. Here's the grid. I don't know how that was formed. If they've been out and done laps, they may have done. These guys probably didn't go out and set laps. Let's hope Noxie stays in this time. Has Coy got a what's that? Oh, I don't know. Let's watch DG. Oh, it's let me stay here. Thank you very much. Slow start from that Audi. Poor old Mr. C. Reese, I think. The Audi a bit cumbersome off the line. And number 6, Digital Blasphemy, leads them away with Homesick Alien. He was 6th, I think. He's had a great start in the Alpha with the Bazza. Now having a great start in the Nissan. He's up into, well, he was 3rd, but that Hyundai is a rocket. A pocket for a rocket. And Jokers is using it to great effect. Jokers, the GT7 suits him, doesn't it? Suits you, sir. Ooh, suits you, sir. Oh, yeah. Digital Blasphemy then. Same position as race 1 in the lead of the race. No Matt Psycho to be seen so far, but it'll only take a matter of time until he will be in it all deep. So Digital Blasphemy leads the way with Homesick Alien. Oh, Digi's gone a little wide. Digi's pushed the Subaru. He's taken her off-road, sir. because that's what she's built for. And Homesick Alien in the old Alfa Romeo is leading this race, but Joker smells a win. He's at a podium. He got a win in the other VRC Presents with the WRX Challenge, the WRXC. So he is buoyant at the moment. Koi Carp, hey, we get to see your car now, Koi. The livery's back. And we've got Koi Carp then in the Vodafone Sylvia BTCC replica. Digital Blasphemy slipping down to 4th. There is a Matt Psycho. And we've seen that fight in race 1. These two up against each other. Crack-a-lacka-lacka, racka-lacka, racka-lacka, crack-a-lacka, lacka. And Noxie then, he stayed in it this time. The Beamer holding fast with Lil Jim. Then we've got the Baz. The Baz was up in 3rd when I started this. Why is he down there? So the Baz not enjoying Laguna Seca. It's not his track. And Mr. C. Reese maybe going a bit slower, and he gains a position there because the Baz is off. No barriers to hit this time. So he's not staying on the road as well. So Homesick Alien leads from Jokers, but Jokers is piling on that pressure. No, he's not. He's off the road. He's off the road. He's penduluming again. And Koi Carp swings it by. And now Koi Carp up into 2nd place in his Nissan car 23, chasing down 77, the Alfa Romeo. With Jokers now in 3rd, but Digital Blasphemy is right on the scene, as is a Matt Psycho. On board with the Psycho, and Digi and Jokers both go wide. And Matt Psycho gets an easy 3rd there as we quickly get out and go back to see how Jokers and Digital Blasphemy are faring. Digital Blasphemy now getting taken by Mr. Series, which I think he's going with a gently approach at the beginning of this race, hoping to look after those tyres a little more possibly. Noxie now, he's up into 6th, battling with Jokers. Jokers holding his own though in the Hyundai. And Noxie might just have to wait for the corkscrew to see if Jokers goes for that line again. And Lil Jim finds himself up into 4th place, but the tyres on the Audi are questionable at best. So Matt Psycho up into a podium position without even trying, let's face it, with Koi Carp. Sorry, man. Hey, we've got the Nissans on together on track. It's going to look awesome when if Matt Psycho catches up with Koi Carp. And there is the Alpha. Absolutely spanking it at the moment, but Homesick Alien we saw throw it off in race 1, so it is a possibility with Koi Carp just ahead of a Matt Psycho. They found the same car in the shared library, obviously, or they both made the exact same replica. I think Koi's has got Virtual Racers Club on the front, where Matt Psycho's not so loyal. And Lil James doing a super job in 4th on his debut. But again, the Audi's tyres very questionable, with the Beamer coming up strong for Noxie, but he's got Mr. C. Reese coming with him, and Digital Blasphemy. A lovely little battle further down. Oh, Jokers is falling off again. Sorry, Jokers, but I mean, he's dropped back a bit again, with the Baz really struggling in that Nissan. Homesick Alien at the moment still holding that lead from Koi, and Matt Psycho does close up on Koi. He has got Virtual Racers Club on the front. I apologise, Matt. Well, you've not been around, so it's nice to have you back. I've got to poke a bit of fun at you. It's my way of showing affection. I'm so messed up from a traumatic childhood that showing affection is being mean. Oh. So Koi Carp at the moment in 2nd place with Matt Psycho in 3rd. He's having a look up the inside, but there's no room. And let's get on board with Matt, because this has got to be an absolutely glorious position to sit in, as he's got Lil Jim chasing him down, and ooh, Koi's gone wrong, and we're going to see Nissan alongside Nissan. Beautiful stuff going up the hill towards Corkscrew. Matt Psycho closes the deal, and not up towards Corkscrew, sorry. Now they're going towards Corkscrew. I've got my corners mixed up. And Matt Psycho through and up into 2nd, 3.3 seconds behind Homesick Alien. We saw his pace from race 1. He finished the race 24 seconds. Well, the last time I noticed, it was probably more than that in the end, but over 24 seconds ahead of the next person on track. So Homesick Alien with his 128.1 is he's going to be up against it, against the 2 Nissans that are coming in hot. Then we got Lil Jim in the Audi, And the Audi is looking good around here, except for the disastrous tyre wear. But, I mean, what are we, 6 minutes in? He's looking after those tyres, not too bad. Here's little Jim. Noxie in the Beamer, only 2.7 seconds behind. He's just managed a 29.1 against Jim's 28.7. Digital Blasphemy in 6th, 29.2 in the Subaru. Mr. C. Reese, he's trying to keep those tyres tidy. And he did a 130 last time around. Maybe a small mistake from Mr. C. Reese with Jokers in the Hyundai. 130 also chasing him down, but some 4 seconds behind. And the Bazza hasn't slipped back too much. And the tyres on that Nissan are staying very clean. So he might be able to get back in this race when the Audis and the Hyundai's tyres die ahead of him. At the moment then it's up to 4 seconds, so somehow Homesick Alien building himself a bit of time from the Nissan. But Matt Psycho leaving Koikart behind, and Lil James 28.7 last time for him, a 29.7 from the Nissan of Koikart. And Lil James, he can see his target in the distance. He is chasing him down. We'll sit alongside Lil James for a few corners, see how things turn out, eh? Homesick Alien is your leader with Matt Psycho in second. Koikart is third, who we're looking at from the angle of Lil Jim in the Audi. Behind him, he's got Digital Blasphemy, 4 seconds adrift, with Noxie in 6th in the Beamer, Jokers in the Hyundai in 7th, and Bazza is 8th. Oh no, C. Reese has dropped behind the Baz, so C. Reese having a bad race in the middle here in the second race, and he showed a great... he was really good in the first race, great promise in the first race, but again the Audi's tyres very, very questionable come the end of the race. They do not last. 1.3 seconds behind Koikart now, and Lil Jim is starting to close the gap, and Lil Jim on his debut could get himself a podium possibly. We'll have to wait and see as he chases down Koikart, but Koikart no slouch, and that Nissan does look after its tyres really well. Still holding the same ground is Homesick Alien. In fact, Homesick Alien that last lap got himself fastest lap with a 27.6. And so Homesick Alien looking set to keep Matt Psycho at bay. And Pat trying to wind me up with a why not. Pat saying, given that the colour of the numbers on the front window of Matt and Coy's cars are slightly different, it's more likely they both found and used the same livery. And Pat says, since you can't share a pre-made design once you have edited it yourself. Oh, you really can't? See, I haven't really investigated what is where and what on the share thing. Excuse me. And so I can't afford a car because I don't play it. Matt Psycho then is, I'm still stuck on the Kai Cup bloody thing, and so I think I've nearly built the car right now. I'm not sure. There's so much arsing about building the car to try and get in front of a load of crap AI cars that are 20 seconds adrift of you. It's so Homescaling 4 seconds. He's holding ground with Matt Psycho. There's nothing changing there. Koikart is in trouble. He definitely is in trouble. He did a 30.8 last time around. And Lil Jim, although those tyres are starting to look shady, still 5 minutes left on the clock. Lil Jim is closing in on Koi and looking for a podium here. Digital Blasphemy in the Subaru. His tyres are looking tidy, but he's 5.7 seconds behind Lil Jim at the moment. Noxie in 6th in the Beamer, standing strong, and the tyres are all right. It's reasonable. Noxie. Jokers chasing him down only a second. He was on the podium in the first race. He was running in the top 3 easily. He was in second, wasn't he? Chasing down Homesick Alien. So we know the Hyundai has got the distance. It's just, can Jokers strangle that car around the corners and within the white lines to get it up the order. Mr. C. Reese is out there in the Audi. The tyres, he's still got life in them, and he's 4 seconds ahead of the Baz at the moment. And yes, on lap It's 5, he had a 143, you see, 33 on that lap, so I'm blaming the Audi. So Homesick Alien 3.5 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. So Matt Psycho now with the fastest lap is starting to get into the zone. His tyres just warming up as we hit 11 minutes 15 seconds in this race of 15 minutes, and Homesick Alien, he's just got a few more laps to try and just stay as super laser focused on the track ahead of him and make no mistakes with that box on wheels. And I still think it looks sexy, even though it may look a bit dated. The top does look a bit flat, doesn't it, and stuff, but it's still delicious. Thought they were wider for some reason. And Matt Psycho, though, chasing him down at 27.5. He's down to 3 seconds, and with 3 minutes on the clock, he could gain a second a minute on Homesick Alien. We'll just have to wait and see. Homesick Alien's tyres are starting to show a bit, but like I said, GT7's a different beast. The tyre wear, it works out different. And Matt Psycho hunting him down. Koi Carp in a solid third, and he's slowly pulled away from Lil Jim, whom probably is starting to feel a bit of understeer in that car, I imagine, with that front tyre wear. And Koi Carp whooshes away to secure a podium, it would seem. Lil Jim, though, 4th place is a great spot, but Digital Blasphemy, some 5 seconds behind Lil Jim, is now 3.3 seconds. He suddenly found the pace in that car, and he is pushing on towards a Lil Jim. I think that car is pretty fast, but I think it can surprise you in the corners, and that's what's happened to Digital Blasphemy in this round. I think his Subaru has caught him out once or twice, and she must be a tricky beast to drive. But he's and Little Jim must have made a small mistake in that fast corner, and it's the grip, isn't it? The poor Audi again, the front tyres leaving him, and he must have no front end in that. You can't change the brake bias either, so he can't even try and counter the understeer with a bit of rear bias. Jokers then is in 6th, but he's 17 seconds behind Lil Jim. So Lil Jim, he might be able to just slowly patter home. I don't think he's going to have Jokers managing to catch him before the end quickly. 12 seconds, what? Homesick Alien. Oh, it's a big 37.2 last time around for Matt Psycho, nearly 10 seconds slower than his average lap time, and that means Koi Carp is only a second behind, and he's in it. With Digital Blasphemy, we saw him getting past Lil Jim, because Lil Jim lost all steering in the fast corner, and Digital Blasphemy now chasing down Koi, who's chasing down Matt Psycho, and Matt Psycho, though, all the faith in the world in him, he'll be able to just get back on that horse and giddy up away from Koi Carp. Meanwhile, Homesick Alien slam dunking this bad boy in the last minute. All threat has been relinquished, and Homesick Alien can enjoy this. Is it final lap? No, he's probably going to get across the line for another lap, but I don't know if Matt Psycho will, as he goes through the corkscrew, and Koi Carp very close. Koi Carp nearly touching that second place as Homesick Alien comes around, and yes, he will have to do another lap, but Matt Psycho possibly will be the first finisher. 8 seconds on the clock. Ooh, it's tight. He might get across the line. Just about. No, the clock's gone. And Matt Psycho is in second. Koi Carp gets third. Great work from the Nissan boys. Take a boo, my son. With Digital Blasphemy in 4th. Little Jim brings it home in 5th. Great show, old chap. And then 6th for Jokers. His tyres look woeful come the end of the race. And he's 6 seconds ahead of the Baz, who did get ahead of Mr. Cease. And where did the BMW end up? Did Noxie get booted again? Bloody hell. So Jokers gets across the line in 6th. The Baz comes home in 7th. Not that far behind Jokers in the end. And Mr. C. Reese looks like he's going to get that 8th place if he can get this car around the corner. And Noxie in the Beamer. Oh, he had a 2:03. Jesus, nearly 30 seconds off. And there goes Mr. Reese in 8th, and Noxie comes home for 9th, and it's Homesick Alien on a ride around all on his own. And he gets win number 2. So it's 1 apiece going into the third and final race. And is there anyone else out there who's going to throw their hat in the ring? Jokers could be in with a shout. He's had a good one this round. And there he is, Homescalian taking the win. Superb drive, car 77. And what do we do? Oh, no. See, that's what you expect. And then I expect to see Homescalian's bum. Wiggle it just a little bit. Twerk it up and down a bit. Corkscrew. Well, well, well. What a glorious couple of races we've had there. And Matt Psycho saying great race. And also a big thumbs up to Homesick. Muddy, or Coy, says, yes, Pat, we downloaded the same one and made some edits. Race numbers are the most obvious changes. Hoo-wee! Right then. I'm just having a scratch, sorry. I'm not going to tell you what I'm scratching, though, just to make you guess. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a time to come up so I can go out and have another blast. Can I go out and suck a fag off? In the chat then, Matt Psycho saying, woo, the corkscrew spin was weird. And Baz, is that where you spun? We didn't catch it. We saw that you dropped time. The Baz saying, still trying to get on with GT7. It's all training laps for me. No worry, Baz. No worries. And Mama Homesick saying, well done, son. Super stuff. He's changed the room settings for this last race, which I reckon he's going to, what do you reckon? He's going to say 9 o'clock start? I think anyone should be able to change car. Go on, Jokers. Change the car. Get in the Nissan. Race 3 is at 9 o'clock. I think... Oh, yeah, Mr. Reese got a Sirocco in that another front-wheel drive. Isn't he going to have the same issues with that? The problem is the all-wheel drives, I think, are too heavy. The rear-wheel drives are a little bit, like, murderous in the corner. What's the Nissan, then? Is that front-wheel? And that seems to be dealing with it quite well. Oh, right, Matt Psycho saying he dropped it big style. Ooh, dear. And Pat saying, is it too soon to be giving new drivers nicknames for Lil Jim? I'm thinking Robin Hood, as is Robin Hood and Little John. Oh, very good. Right, I'm going to nip out. You go and look at some sexy cars going around. Let's have a look. Let me find one for you. There's loads of them. Ooh, it looks like they're all having a changeover. Ooh, musical chairs. Right, replay options. You want to see all the display. Or do you? Do you want to just see the cars going around like they are? All artistic like. I don't even know who we're following. I think it's Homesick. Right, I'll be quick as can, alright? I promise.
All right. Here I am again on the airwaves, coming out at ya. We're right in front of the VRC, and we're watching ourselves some MTCC on the YouTube channel of VRC. Right, I can't keep it up. It's hard work. So I always wonder when we have new fresh blood. I like to call them fresh blood. If they even know that we do a stream, they just come across our little group from Facebook, think, oh, this is just a racing group, let's go in there. Or I wonder if they know, oh, I'm going to be on YouTube with some, I don't know how to describe myself, I don't know what are PC words anymore, some truss. I think we can now replace the word retarded with truss, can't we? Look at that truss over there. Oh, you truss. Yeah, I think we've got a new word now, retarded. If they've got such an issue with us saying it, then yeah, we'll just replace the word with truss. First came spastic, then came retarded, and now truss. Bazza in the chat saying I keep driving the Sylvia because of our Team V Team event coming up. There you go. He's sticking with it because he needs to practice in it, because we've got a Team V Team event coming up next Wednesday. Well, there I'm away. I'm going to Weymouth if anyone wants to come down and say hello. But yeah, I'm going away for a couple of days. So yeah, I don't know. I think there was talk that their guy is going to stream it because it's there. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't kept up with the details of things, and I don't get briefs, so they expect me to go hunting around Discord. You've heard me try and navigate Discord, haven't you, on there? You heard me trying to get around Discord, and they think I'm going to try and find information about races. I literally open Discord, and if it's got a red 1 next to it, then I know that's really important. If it's white, that just means, oh, there's something happening. And if there's nothing lit up, then it's very unlikely that I'm going to go and look at it. I'm sorry, but I don't like technology that much. I was really into it when it first happened, and then I just thought, oh, I've saw too many sci-fis where I watched The Matrix, and that's it now. I'm a technophobe. So Noxie, he's taking a Nissan out. He's fobbed off the Beamer. He says, screw you. I'm taking a Nissan. Is that a Nissan? I think yeah, it says Supra on the side of it. So it's not a Nissan, it's a Toyota. What am I talking about? So he's got the Toyota, and I knew that was a Toyota all along. I was testing you guys. I'm going to see how quick Bat was going to be on the chat. This is a Toyota. It's not, it's a Nissan. It's a Toyota right now. I knew that. So Matt's not deviating. He's sticking with the Nissan. He loves it. Noxie, he's gone to the Toyota Supra. Then we have Jokers, he's gone to Beam Boy. So Jokers trying out the BMW. Mr. C. Reese is in the Jaguar, which I don't think really is a MTCC legitimate car. It's not on the list. But what the hell, it's just a bit of fun. If he absolutely canes this race ahead of everyone else, then he'll just get no, that car was illegal. Lil Jim, he's in the Mazda. That is on the list, and that looks lush. Did you do that yourself there, Lil Jim? Cos, it's cracking. And how little are you? Is that your rap name, Lil Jim? It's like Lil Kim, innit? Lil Jim, like it. Koi Cup is sticking with the Nissan. Homesick Alien is in the Nissan. The Bazza is in the Nissan. And so is Matt Psycho. Should we tell Mr. C. Reese he's not allowed a Jaguar, or should I just not get involved? There is a list of cars, and he can have a Mitsubishi, a Mazda, he can have Alfa Romeo, he can have an Audi TT, he can have the BMW, he can have a Genesis, he can have a Hyundai, he can have a Lexus, he can have a Mazda, he can have a Mitsubishi, he can have a Nissan, he can have a Peugeot, he can have a Renault, he can have a Subaru, he can have a Suzuki Swift Sport, and he can have a Toyota 86. He can also have a VW Sirocco. So Noxie's in an illegal car as well. So what the hell, the rules are out the window. It's only an exhibition race. It's just a bit of fun. Does it really matter? It's just a Brute 4 race now. It's not the MTCC. Pat saying it will be a win on the stat sheet. Nah, they'll just kick him out, won't they? They'll just say it's not a win.
Pat saying the world might collapse if you aren't talking about stuff on here. And Barry says stuff. What did I say? Stuff. I can't remember what I said about stuff. Pat saying it will still be a win on the stat sheet, and Pat saying, has Coy got a helmet to match the side of his car? I don't know, because I can't get that button up anymore because GT7 sucked incredibly large arse. I said it. I've been keeping it in all the way through this. Oh no, Mr. C. Reese has gone back to his Audi. Oh no, he's not. He's in his Jag. It's the other one. Little Jim has gone back to his Audi. He's going to stick it out with that. What's Choker's gone for? Is that it's a Toyota? It's a Nissan, isn't it? Or a Toyota? Oh, dearie me. I tickle myself. Bazza saying, and is that the go off track stat sheet? That says that column can be added. Yes, I can see it. I'm ignoring it. I've got to put it in there, look. Do you know what? Oh, that was painful. That hurt. Oh, that hurt. That hurt my finger. No, it burns. I'm not doing that again. That's horrible. Thank you, Digital Blasphemy. So here we go. We're getting ready for the third and final race. I think all these little practices in between are like a qualifying session. And Jokus is in a second. I'll go to Coy. Yeah, I think he might have an helmet, but you know. Oh, I know. You can see it, can't you? No, he's just got Grid Finder helmet. Sorry, Pat. You can see the helmet. You're right. Did you write that as I worked it out? When I saw Coy sideways to the camera, the blue and red on the helmet looked similar to the design on the side of the car. It is quite. Oh, I'm still in that position. Hang on, let me get out of this and get back here. Is this going to work? Matt Psycho on pole in the Nissan. He's going for number 2, and the battle of him and Homesick out of the wins. He's going to put it out the way. He's got Digital Blasphemy again chasing him down. Noxie in the Toyota with Jokus is also in the Nissan, but Matt Psycho then leads them away in this race ahead of Digital Blasphemy. Noxie is third with Jokus now in 4th chasing down the Noxer. Mr. C. Reese is... Oh, they went back to their Audis, Lil Jim and Mr. C. Reese. Oh, Mr. C. Reese a little wide, giving Lil Jim the opportunity to get up ahead. And they're chasing down Jokus as Bazza in his Nissan 7th, Koi Carp 8th in his Nissan, and Holmes again. He went back to the Alpha. They just must have wanted to dabble with each other's cars. So no one really has changed car except for Jokus. I've got to have a sip of my drink as Digital Blasphemy draws ever closer to the Nissan. God, I wasted all that time I had. I had the whole proposal ready for Seal Oil to sell you, but no time now. So Matt Psycho leads the way from Digital Blasphemy. Noxie in 3rd, with Jokus now in 4th. He was always in 4th. And the 2 Audis line astern. I know there's movement down here. Bazza and Homesick having a dice. And Bazza coming out on top, or defending well. And Homesick, oh no, wrong way. Homesick having a look around the outside, and he manages to pull off a sweet move around the outside in the Alpha, as now he heads towards the Audi boys just ahead of him. Matt Psycho still leads from Digital Blasphemy. Them 2 have broken away from the crowd though. We'll get back to that. Whoa, will you learn the buttons, you silly sausage? Oh, very close between the 2 of these, sat alongside Digital Blasphemy in his Subaru, chasing down the Nissan for the lead of the 3rd and final race of the MTCC Exhibition GT7 race. And it's turned out quite nice. The Audi's tyre wear is awful. We've learnt that. And the Hyundai isn't too hot either. And the Nissan He's probably too fast. No, I'm joking. Digital Blasphemy staying with the Nissan at the moment. All these scary corners, aren't they, around here at Laguna Seca. Did I ever tell you what track we were at? I possibly didn't. The start was quite terrible. So Digital Blasphemy chasing down his foe, Mr. Psycho. These two, the loudest voices in our community, pushing GT7 whilst the rest of us have resisted. We've resisted GT7 because we all think it's quite pants. But Digital Blasphemy and Mass Psycho shouting from the top of the buildings about how wonderful this game is. And Noxie in that Toyota staying with them, with Homesick Alien now up to fourth. He's got himself by the Audi boys that have found themselves in a tight little fight between themselves. And now Lil Jim is ahead of Mr. C. Reese, but Jokers, who was fourth, wasn't he, at some point? He's trying to get by as well. A little bit of contact from Jokers. He's got to be careful. Be nice to the new boys, Jokers. We don't have contact in VRC, just in case anyone's wondering. And Mr. C. Reese then losing the position to Jokers there. And he's got Koikap in the Nissan. Somehow he's got past a Baza. We lost someone, did we? Someone started. Who have we? We started with 11. Alpha not left. We had 10. Noxie's still here. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Ooh, Jokers is wide. Bazza's done some avoiding. And Nissan on Nissan action with the Nissan there. Koikap going wide as well. And so's Mr. C. Reese. Has everything gone mad in the room because everyone seems to be off the track. And we'll come to Lil Jim for a little bit of sanity, because everybody else is going wild behind him, driving off the track. Koikap then, out of all of it, is in 6th with Mr. C. Reese in 7th. Jokers is in 8th. Bazza Twins is in 9th. Matt Psycho only a second ahead of Digital Blasphemy, and these guys are now some 4 seconds ahead of Noxie with Homesick Alien in 4th, and I really don't know who the 10th driver was. Maybe I'm tripping out. Maybe we've had 9 in both races. I thought we had 10. So Matt Psycho then leads the way from Digital Blasphemy, but Digital Blasphemy finding a bit of time in that Subaru, coming back out the Nissan within 8 tenths. It's a tight battle for the lead of this third and final race, with Noxie in a strong third, looking good against the Alien, but the Alien is coming, and he's coming strong with a 28-0 against Noxie's 29-3. And yes, Noxie's going to have to pick up the pace if he wants to stay ahead of that Alfa Romeo. Little Jim in that Audi, it's like a ticking time bomb though. It's good for about 11 to 12 minutes, and then the tyres just disappear as Koikap slowly trudging his way through the pack. He was quite far back, and now he's up into 6th. There's movement. Why is there movement? Noxie's dropped back behind Homesick. I thought we were going to wait a bit longer for that battle. I must say that took me by surprise. But Homesick Alien is getting purples. He's pushing on, but he's 7.5 seconds behind Digital Blasphemy, who's only 1.2 seconds behind the absolute flying Nissan of Matt Psycho this evening. You've got to say, in his hands, that Nissan has purred like a cat as he takes fastest lap of this race. And Digital Blasphemy 1.1 seconds behind, chasing on with Homesick Alien getting purple there as he crossed the line. He does. He snatches that fastest lap away from Signore Seiko, and Noxie in 4th. He's only 9 tenths ahead of the Audi, and the Audi's coming in hot with a 28.6, and Noxie, 33, definitely made a mistake when Homesick Alien got past him. Koikap hanging around with all his Nissan mates. Another Nissan there with Jokers. Then we've got the Audi of Mr. C. Reese just ahead. And or the track, one or t'other. So Matt Side a second, nothing evermore, and Digital Blasphemy's gone to meet a barrier. Oh my word, and that is a great opportunity for Homesick Alien to close the gap up between him and Digi. It only looks like it's going to be a second or so, but Digital Blasphemy carrying a slight bit of damage there on his front right suspension and front splitter, and it's causing him a lack of downforce there as he loses the back end, but he's gathering her up and it's gone. The pendulum got him, and Homesick Alien joins him on sight and gives him a wave as he goes by. Digital Blasphemy getting back on the track. Oof, right where Noxie was. Luckily Noxie hasn't picked up any damage from that, and he continues on for that third place, and Little Jim up to fourth as Digital Blasphemy says to Koi Carp, that's it, enough, no more coming by. And Koi Carp says, go on, just one more. Alongside Koi Carp then chasing down Digital Blasphemy, whom is in sixth. And again, I think it's the Subaru. I think it's a fast beast, but I think it catches you out in the corners. Seems like they're just all, you know, sudden offs for the Subaru, and I just don't think Digital Blasphemy was expecting some of these handling characteristics that the Subaru is displaying there. Right, in the chat then, Pat saying Alpha went after race 1, but I think everyone else is still in the game. It only dropped in first race because of Noxie's disconnection. Well, that's what I mean. I thought that's why we were down to 9, and I thought that's because I don't know. I honestly don't know. I thought there was 10, but I can't think who isn't here, who was here, except for Alpha. More yellow flags in the distance. Who's this for? Nobody. Noxie's up into third. Oh, Digital Blasphemy going all sorts of wrong, entering the corkscrew. And yeah, Digital Blasphemy getting used to that Subaru. Indeed, it looks like he got himself past Little Jim, who's had enough himself. And the front tyres on that. Oh, Little Jim's gone. What a shame. Uh-oh. I'm hoping that's not going to mess things up, because things are going weird. Oh, no. Could have just gone sat in the pits. So we'll muster on, but definitely it's screwed something up because I can't see things. Look at it going weird at the bottom. So Homesick Alien's not ahead of Matt Psycho, is he? Oh, Matt Psycho's done a 38.6 that last lap around, and that has put Homesick Alien back in the driving seat and up for a second win in this race. Noxie in third. Then we have Koi Carp in fourth, Digital Blasphemy in fifth, and Bazza is sixth. So Mr. C. Reese has gone as well, has he? No, Jokers is in seventh, Mr. C. Reese is in eighth, but I think they've moved up ahead. Now I think we can, yeah, no, seventh. It's so bizarre. I don't know whether or not to quit out and quit back in. We've got 5 minutes, and that might annoy me quite a lot. Homesick Alien then leads this race with Matt Psycho again throwing the car off at the scenery. And I wonder if it was the corkscrew again that got him in the Nissan. Noxie, solid job in third. Give me a second. Mr. C. Reese has got the fastest lap. Give me a second. Let me see if this. Oh, I don't want to screw anyone's race up, but I can't deal with that. That's shocking. Now it's saying Baz is in sixth. Why? Joker's seventh. Yeah, Mr. C. Reese say that. Right. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's going to make it even worse, isn't it, if I quit and come back in? We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it, okay? We'll live with it. And Pat saying it's just a graphical glitch, it's fine. Yeah, I know it's yeah, I don't think the room's going to shut down, but it's just annoying. So Homesick Alien then leads this race from Matt Psycho by 1.5 seconds, but Matt Psycho has still got 4 minutes to put things right. And Noxie then in third place. He's just got his fastest lap in the Toyota. Koi Carp, a solid race for fourth, but he's got Digital Blasphemy closing in rather quickly by 9/10. Then the Baz is in sixth spot. Then we've got the weird glitch, and Baz has just done his fastest lap of a 29.4. So Barry Twins is getting on top of his car and starting to get a little feel for that Nissan as he spins it around. And Jokers then is in seventh. He's 4 seconds ahead of Mr. C. Reese, but unfortunately for Mr. C. Reese, those tyres slowly going away from him. And yeah, Homesick Alien leads 5.9 seconds, and I think No, it's not a bad lap from Matt Psycho. I thought he'd lost more time to the Alien. Oh, he did. He did a 32.2. So Matt Psycho pushing too hard, too fast. And he'll find that he's got a Toyota coming up behind him. Quite sprightly. Another 29 from the Toyota. And Digital Blasphemy up to 4th now. Ahead of Koi Carp and Digital Blasphemy. Looking strong come the end of this race. So Matt Psycho cannot afford to make many more mistakes. With Koi Carp only a second behind Digital Blasphemy. The Baz is 10 seconds adrift of Koi, but he's, what is he, 8 seconds ahead of Jokers, who's 4 seconds ahead of Mr. C. Reese, whose tyres are pretty much starting to go. And Homer Sick Alien looks like he's going to get that second win. With Matt Psycho 4.4 seconds behind him. So Matt Psycho back on it again and pulling away from the Noxter. Ooh, it looks like Noxie had a moment there, and he can't have too many of them because Digital Blasphemy not too far behind him. And we've only got a couple of minutes, well, just under 2 minutes, or just over a minute and a half of racing left, and the headlights are coming on as the sun goes down, and Koi Carp going all sorts of wild. He's got 8 seconds to play with before the other Nissan is on site, and Koi Carp gets back on track, but Barry Twins is going to have the momentum, and Koi Carp's going to have a filthy set of wheels there, a filthy set of tyres, and find he's got no grip in the next couple of corners, and Bazza is on for another position there, 6th place within his grasp. Joker still maintaining that 5-second gap from Mr. C. Reese, who is losing his tyres every corner. Homesick Alien 4.2 seconds. It's great that it's getting darker. I love that. 1 more minute to go. Will there be any daylight come the end of this race? Matt Psycho 4 seconds. That means the track's getting cooler, and that might be why we're seeing the cars making small mistakes, because the track will be getting a lot cooler than it was earlier in the race, and with the worn tyres, that means they'll lose temperature, lose grip, and these guys will be finding the scenery pretty quick. So the Baz 4/10 behind Koi, he's on it. Alongside the Belgian Bullet. He is keeping track of Koi Carp. It's Nissan versus Nissan out there as the sun goes down on me. And Koi Carp standing up to the Baz and saying, "I shall not pass." Barry Twins' tyres. And Koi's, Koi's are in a lot worse state than Baz. And Noxie's crossed the line for a podium. Take a boo, my son. Digital Blasphemy next for 4th place. Koi Carp comes home for a solid 5th against the Baz, who was right there on his bumper. And Barry gets 6th. Jokus just coming up. He wasn't that far away in the end, was Jokus? In the Nissan for 7th. And Mr. Reese coming home in 8th place. We lost Little Jim, and he messed my graphics up. I'll never forgive him. I will. You're all right, bro. But sit in the pits next time. Take your frustrations out as much as you want, but just wait until the race finishes. Homesick Alien then leads this race. Matt Psycho's closed the gap stunningly, down to 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds. It's all down to this final lap, and it's all about Homesick Alien not making a single mistake, which is a tough call around here. I'm sure Matt Psycho would like to be closer. Look at him. He's going for fastest lap on this final lap. If he can't get the Alien, he wants the fastest lap. And Homesick Alien cruises around the final corner. He knows what's at risk, and Matt Psycho pushes it too deep, and Homesick Alien wins the round with 2-1. Great stuff from the Alpha driver, and her Matt Psycho brings her home in 2nd. The taste of defeat. And Noxie rounded out that podium in, let's say, a bit of an illegal car. But who cares? Who's counting? And so your finishing order, because you don't get long, do you? Sorry. Is Homesick Alien ahead of Matt Psycho, with Noxie coming home in 3rd. Digital Blasphemy got 4th, with Koi Carp 5th. Barry Twins in 6th, Joker's got 7th, and Mr. C. Reese in 8th, which, in all fairness, in that Audi, with that tyre wear, is pretty darn good. And that's the end of that, should we say. And there we go. We get to see Homesick Alien's bum, and we never got to see Matt Psycho's once. So next time, Matt. Next time. Well done, Homesick Alien. Great drive. Wasn't expecting it. Thought that was an easy one for Matt Psycho there. Slam dunk. All the way. Right then. Oh, what is there to tell you? Anything? I don't think there really is. So yeah, I don't know. The team, I'm away for this team versus team, but I'm pretty sure they're hosting the first race, so that'll probably be on their YouTube channel. But I don't know for sure what's going on. I've asked them to save the replay, and I'll do a commentary for it at some point. Stacking up now, though. I've got the Hondas and the STCC, and I'm going away, so I've got to get some impromptu streams in there, haven't I? So, yes. Tuesday, I know that. We've got GT3, a World Endurance Series. I'm even going to navigate Discord, because we know how good I am at that, to try. They've even put big green dots for me to help me find things. So, we are at... oh, hang on. We did St. Croix. Laguna Seca. That's interesting. I wonder if Homesick Alien... Well, no, because it was Talaran that set this up. It's just Talaran couldn't make it in the end. So, good practice for these guys around Laguna Seca, because on Tuesday, they're going to be racing there for 90 minutes in the Group 3 cars for that endurance race. And St. Croix was very interesting because their fuel in the Renaults did not last at all well. Then, there's a big gap from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then probably at the weekend, there'll be a mega stream dump to try and catch up on some of the races I'm behind. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Stan Dupp. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. For any information that you feel that you have not gotten from me, please visit our website at www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and that has our links to everything. But in all fairness, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go to the About Virtual Racers Club, it's got everything there as well, Discord and website and all such stuff like that. Right then, let me get to the chat and then we'll wrap this bad boy up. So the Baz says last race was a bit better. Learning curve is going up. Well done, Baz. Mama Homesick saying a great win from the back of the grid. Well done, Homesick. There you go. And Barry Twin saying proud Mama Homesick. Love it. And Matt Psycho saying cheers, Thingy. And Mama Homesick saying thanks, Thingy. So, yeah, I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Stan Dupp. And we were the Virtual Racers Club. Peace and love. Peace and love. Would you like some toast?